on faster than those who didn't.
Alright, because I figure I should actually remember how this streaming thing works now and then. Plan is to do what I've been threatening to do for a long time, and rather than piecemealing it, take one character through, at the very least, the personal story in order, and then start in from there on the living world pieces. Because I've mostly skipped around and just kind of done the bits I like, or the bits that were necessary at the time to do what I needed to do. So now, it's going to be actual plot. I've got my Necro, who's in a Reaper build, because hit stuff fun. And I'm about to start what is the technically the level 10 story chapter, the first bit of the actual story you get when you hit level 10 and get called back to the Grove to do Following the Dream. So this is my level 10 start of the story quest. So as a Solvari, this is the kind of home instance that you get, which normally you can visit the city and it will be populated with things that you've unlocked in it. The Solvari home instance layout is kind of a nightmare, because it is all over the place like this. Which is why I tend to use the home instance in Divinity's Reach.
Valiant, this is Cahadens, leader of the Cycle of Dusk. He is a firstborn, and has offered to speak with you about your dream.
I would be honored, firstborn. Can you help me understand what I have seen?
I'm intrigued. Tell me what you saw.
I saw a glorious white stag standing in a forest, and I feared for its safety.
When I was told a white stag had been seen in the Caledon forest, I remembered the image from your dream. Such a thing cannot be a coincidence. In your dream, what happened to the stag?
I don't know. I just knew that the animal was in danger and I wanted to save it.
Interesting. A white stag was recently seen near the Verdants. Seek it out. It may have the answers to your questions.
Cahadens
And this
is right.
does answer one
This
question I had, which was,
rare
in the
this world.
cutscenes,
Travel well.
would it take
and
my
with
character's
wisdom.
helmet off to show their face? And apparently, yes. Okay, so we're off to track sightings of the white stag that I saw in my dream. And again, normally this would be the like very, very starting stuff, level 10, so my objective is going to be right in the Solvari starter zone. It's not going to do something like immediately start me off going into, Kessex Hills or, one of the more outlying zones. Alright, so this is where I was told to start looking. Now I am following the tracks. So there's all these tracks on the ground here. They definitely don't go that way. I'm going to ignore the fact that an event is starting. Alright, so this is basically telling me I'm going the right way, so I'm watching the hoof prints on the ground.
The spiders are back. There's pesticide to cure sick hounds. Fending off the spiders will take.
And cheating, because I have a sky scale. Alright, so the tracks are quite fresh. They lead north into the nearby caves.
Come here!
This way, I'm over here.
Somebody's apparently in here, but I don't think it's a stag, because I don't think stags usually say this way, come over here.
Begins!
But first, just because there's risen to kill, I'm going to take care of it.
Death! Good!
Is someone there? Please help me.
I am mighty.
Alright, so I think the voice was, yep, there
They
we go.
overwhelm me. I need aid.
Everyone, come!
Friend, please. I need your aid.
Oh. More risen to kill first. Is that the last of them? Oh, big guy.
Well done.
Be at ease. You're safe now. Are you wounded?
I am. But I can't let that hinder me. I'm looking for a white stag. If I let it escape, the consequences will be dire.
Then we have something in common.
No,
I'm
no,
also
no.
looking for a
I'm
stag.
looking for the
Have you
white
seen it?
stag.
It was here, but it fled to the
Guy's
eastern woods before I
absolutely
could catch
stealing
it.
my quest.
And then the undead arrived. You have done me a good turn, and you seem strong and swift. If we hunt together, we might have more luck.
I'd be glad to work with you. Let's begin our hunt at once.
Oh, what? I can't just tell this guy
It's too
no.
dangerous to remain.
Fine. Fight your way out of the cave. So I've already killed most of them. Buddy, you started in on the help a little bit late there.
I am mighty.
Come on.
My wound weakens me. I need to catch my breath.
I could leave you behind.
If we do not find it soon, the undead will, and they'll tear it apart. We must keep looking. We must.
You need to rest, Gavin. You were badly wounded. We'll keep going, but not to the point of risking your life.
My life means nothing compared with finding the stag. Still, you are right. I'm of little use to you like this. I shall seek healing and meet you near Caer Verdant when my health is improved.
That is the
Yes,
wisest course
you
of
go
action.
back home.
The
I'll
stag is
do
a
the
wild
actual
animal
work
and a creature of the dream.
as the capable one
It
here.
will survive for a while on its own.
Select a reward that really doesn't matter here because it's, you know, level 10 quest rewards. Okay, so I need to go back to Caer Verdant.
Time to get started.
Gavin, are you feeling better?
I am, thanks to you. I have good news. The white stag has been seen in this area recently. If we hurry, we could catch up to it.
That watchtower over there gives me an idea. From the top, we can get the lay of the land and possibly a glimpse of our quarry.
You have a true hunter's instincts, Valiant. That's exactly what we should do. When the stag appears, we shall give chase until it tires. Together we will harry it. And then the beast shall be ours.
Is this sketchy to anybody else? Okay, run up to the top of the tower.
Ah, the white stag appears. Look below. Do you see the stag? Step lightly. We cannot alert the stag to our presence.
Alright, now we defeat the Risen, and then we get to chase the stag.
Here! Over here!
Oh, really? Jerk Risen.
It flees. Now, to the hunt.
And now we chase the bunny.
Keep after it.
I do actually kind of find it funny that, to a large extent, the
Beast is beginning to
Risen are basically like attacking Gavin, not me or the stag.
Not enough energy.
Good.
maintain the pursuit. Soon we shall have it.
Everyone, come!
The last efforts of a weary beast. We are winning.
More! Come here!
Now we get the Risen catching up to us. Just sort of take those out. Come on, Gavin. Catch up to us, please.
Victory. The white stag is ours. Excellent work, Valiant. But now I must leave, and I will be taking the White Stag with me. You're welcome to come, of course. Your skills as a hunter would be an asset to the
You,
court.
sir,
The
can eat a
Nightmare
bag of
Court.
dicks.
Who are they, and what are you doing? Gavin the Stag must go back to the Grove. Keith is waiting for us there.
No, my noble friend. The White Stag is coming with me. Once we turn it to the Nightmare, the Stag will be a powerful weapon against the
And
dream.
here we get the
It is a
introduction to the Nightmare
manifestation
Court.
of hope and faith. In Nightmare, it will be just the opposite. A creature of despair and hatred. Through its power, the Pale Tree will be freed of the chains forged by Ventari's tablet.
A weapon? Gavin, this is wrong. The White Stag is a peaceful creature. You can't turn it into something cruel.
I can. We can. Come with me. You would be celebrated, possibly even knighted by the Grand Duchess herself.
No, Gavin. I'll never join the Nightmare Court.
Ah, that's a pity. It grieves me greatly to turn predator into prey, Valiant. But I cannot have you interfere. Farewell. It's a shame. A loyal friend. And now a debased death.
Again, it would be really nice if I could have just, like, you know, marked him right there. Like, buddy, you do understand this is a level 10 quest, and I am I'm a halfway geared level 80.
Everyone,
Sigh.
I am mighty.
But he has to live so that we can fight him later on, etc. Okay, return to the Grove and speak with Kaith. Tell her, yeah, we met a guy, he turned out to be a jerk. And the Nightmare Court now have the stag. So, that's good. By good, I mean kind of awful. So I think that Kaith is going to meet me in the same spot as before, if I remember correctly. Oh, nope, she's up one level. So we'll go to Reckoner's Waypoint, and then find where she's waiting for us.
Did you bring back any?
Where is it? Yeah, I was just down there. Game, you are lying to me.
I am here, Valiant.
Kaith, I need your help. Gavin, the hunter working with me to track the White Stag, has betrayed me. I don't understand what he's done. He said something about using the stag
He
as a
set
weapon,
us up.
and that Ventari's tablet was evil. He said he was a member of the Nightmare Court.
The Nightmare Court? Thorns. You were right to come to me. They believe that Ventari's tablet has turned the tree away from the original nature of the dream. They embrace pain and darkness, and they claim that Ventari's lessons have corrupted the Silvari and the Pale Tree.
Corrupted us? Can't they see that they're the ones who become poisonous?
They believe their own lies. Come, Valiant. We must discover where the court is holding the White Stag.
I agree. But how?
By
News
killing
of such a prize
everything
will
in
have
our
spread
way
among the
until we
courtiers
find
like
them.
wildfire.
Oh, wait.
We will go to Erin's woodlot and spy upon the court. They often go there to recruit new courtiers, but we must be subtle, or they will flee without telling us anything. Meet me there, and we will devise a plan.
No, that's totally fine. I am a paragon of subtlety.
Your choices affect me because I
Okay,
love
so
you.
that's
When you
gonna
hurt, I
be
hurt.
up this way.
We really need to finish it.
And of course, immediately get attacked on teleporting in. Bad kitty. Should actually equip my gathering tools so that I can grab stuff on the way. Because if I'm going to be waypointing around now and then, it'd be good to make some of that money back by gathering and selling junk.
I am mighty.
There we go. Grabbed a few gathering nodes. That should give me some stuff to offset the fact that I'm going to be teleporting around a bunch and spending coin. Alright, Keith, you want us to be subtle.
The Nightmare Court is gathering. We must proceed with caution. I cannot approach them. They know who I am, so I'll watch from a distance.
I don't understand why we allow
Jeez,
them to gather
Keith,
at all. If
how
seek to
do they
corrupt
know who
everything.
you are?
On those rare occasions when they bloom in public, they vanish as soon as the wardens arrive.
If we can't approach them, how will we free the White Stag before they corrupt it?
By killing all
I
of them.
cannot, but you can. You're a newly awakened sapling. They'll be eager to recruit you. Speak to them cautiously and earn their trust.
I will. Perhaps I can persuade a recruiter to follow me back here. Then, together, we can force the recruiter to tell us about Gavin and the stag.
Yes,
Excellent.
torture.
But before you go, a warning. Do not listen to their lies. If you become corrupted, there is no cure.
Alright, our goal is now to attend the meeting,
Freshly awakened
and listen
and
for
already
clues.
you've been lied to.
Your eyes should be open, yet they are closed to all but the teachings of long-dead philosophers.
The centaur Ventari, the human Ronin. Neither were Silvari. Why do we lend their words such credence?
Ventari's tablet shackles us. In its shadow, we're slaves to an imposed morality, rooted in foreign ground and trapped forever.
I say no, and so should you. Look within yourself. The dream is many things. It is light and dark, love and anger, good and evil. So are we.
Come to us in the forest,
Here.
saplings, and we will teach you more. We will give you freedom and give you the truth.
That was,
Yeah, this doesn't sound sketchy at
I have
all.
to admit, they made a few good points.
No, shoo. Don't buy the sketchy cult people's rhetoric.
seize the moment.
Yeah, hang on a second. That's some faulty logic. You want to do evil things to free us. When the nightmare goes strong enough, the pale tree will turn away. Yeah, that doesn't follow. Just keep being evil enough, and then everything will click and fall into place. Come on, follow me. Nothing sketchy about this, just like there's nothing sketchy about your little gathering here. I'm absolutely not leading you to an ambush. What's up, Keith?
What is this? What's going on?
Help us prevent a tragedy, courtier. Tell us where Gavin took the White Stag.
Tragedy? You couldn't be more wrong. And now, you'll die wrong.
Yeah, about that?
The dream itself will swell with pain.
So, not so much dying wrong
Listen
as
here.
kicking your
You're
ass.
smart enough to know you're in trouble. Tell us where you're keeping the White Stag and you can go back to your friends.
If I tell you, the others will hunt me down and make sure I suffer.
Tell us where the stag is, or I'll carve out your tongue with my blade.
No. Listen. Trust me. No one needs to know it was you. I won't betray your trust as long as you tell us the location of the White Stag.
It's Gavin. He has the stag caged in a camp further north.
Thank you. Now we'll keep our word. We won't tell anyone that you talked before you died.
Keith, please. We're better served.
No,
letting you go.
let Keith kill him.
gave
I
you
am
a word
all
that we
for
would.
Dark Keith
We're
here.
better than he is. Our word is our honor.
This courtier will carry no warning. I will not allow it.
Got him.
Quick and bitter end. A better death than they give their prey.
I know that technically
Time
we're
presses.
supposed
We
to
have two choices
be
then.
against Keith
You
just
free the
murking
stag
this
using
guy, but
disguise or
no.
distraction. You were the one that dreamed of the White Stag. I will follow your instincts. Speak with me, and let me know how you choose to approach.
All right, so here's where we get to have a fork in our questing here. So Keith sees two options: disguise or distraction. If we were disguised, we could infiltrate their camp and free the stag before they suspected anything. If we do a distraction, we could insult them and grab their attention, allowing Keith to free the stag. So I will go with the I'll create a distraction while Keith grabs the stag. I am pretty sure that all of these, yep, all of these are unlocked, so I'm not even getting skins out of these. Unsurprising. Oh, but that was enough XP to get me a another spirit shard, so I'm not going to complain about that. Keep racking up those spirit shards by getting XP at 80. Okay, so I just need to go up north there. Yeah, that's a pretty straight shot, so I'll just fly there, grab a few gathering nodes on the way. Kind of do the stuff that's more or less in a straight line from point A to point B. The nice thing right now with the gathering is that because I have gathering tools that have a volatile magic glyph on them, I get some volatile magic with every resource I gather. So that can be turned around to also just make either money or resources. So even these low-level resources I'm gathering here that aren't typically very profitable by themselves, the volatile magic that I get from harvesting them does let me turn around and make money off of it, or get resources that I'm going to use.
Make haste. We have much to do. You've arrived just in time. I scouted the Nightmare Court camp, and fortune favors us. The White Stag is not yet corrupted. However, that is where our luck ends. Freeing the beast with so many courtiers on guard will be difficult.
My plan is to create a distraction. Have you seen anything in the camp that could draw their attention?
Can I
Yes,
just go in there and
camp's
kill them
leader,
all?
Soriel. She will be our bait. She's always been cruel and prideful, even before joining the court. Her followers hate her, and would love to see her humiliated. If you duel her, everyone will watch.
I can do that. Will a duel buy you enough time to free the stag?
It will, if you toy with her. Encourage Soriel to brag about herself. Fight cleverly. Make the fight interesting, and they won't look away.
Good ideas. I'll do the best I can, Keith. I hope it will be enough.
So apparently I'm supposed to not just
Pure
win
magic,
outright.
A conduit between
Well,
this world
curses.
and the dream. We must keep it safe.
Hi guys, I'm here for the meeting.
Courtiers. You ignorant lot. You bore me. You're all louts and fools. Do you deny it? Then prove me wrong.
Oh, you're rather loud and obnoxious. Very well, you have my attention. Speak before I kill you.
Sariel, I heard that you couldn't fight yourself out of a dry marsh. I'm here to see if that's true. Duel me, here, before all your followers.
You little sniveling. I mean, of course. Let us dance. I shall delight in delivering
How
your
are you so
downfall.
stupid that this works?
Let us duel.
I mean, like, wow. Just complete stranger, creepy gear, walks up and says, you don't know me, but you suck, let's duel. And they're just totally okay with it. Just, all right.
I will relish ending your worthless life.
And apparently I'm not supposed to kill her.
Kill the fool, Sariel.
Pathetic. Everyone,
Not enough
watch
endurance.
a real knight deal with this twig.
Like, you know I'm a reaper. I am death incarnate.
You're very lucky I'm the one.
I mean, that is true, but like, there's levels of there's levels of common sense that really should go along with that.
May your agony cause for the night.
Because then this happens. I just destroy all of you.
We must make our escape.
No, but I don't want to escape. I want to kill them. All right, fine, Keith. We'll escape. Come on.
We are out of the camp, but we are not safe. Keep your wits about you.
Like, if you're in a position of authority, you should not be so dumb that any like rando can just walk in and say, "All right, let's duel. I'm oddly confident nothing about this is going to go wrong for you."
More courtiers. Come to play.
Yeah, come on.
You've made a poor choice.
Shield to the bone!
Even scaled down, like the game, I really don't think accounts for being a leveled Reaper for this.
I will have my revenge, no matter the price.
That's enough violence for now.
One of the only times you'll hear Keith say something like that.
Your idea to taunt Sariel into a duel worked beautifully. How did you know?
I knew Sariel before she fell to Nightmare. She was the student of someone I loved very dearly. But that is a story for another day. The White Stag seems uninjured.
Spoiler
though
alert,
clearly frightened.
Kaith is not
I'll take him back to the
100%
grove.
clean and
Be
innocent.
warned, Valiant. Remember that Sariel is prideful above all else. She will not forget this insult.
Yes, but you're taking the stag back to the grove. Sariel wouldn't actually attack the Pale Tree City just out of wounded pride. Would she?
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
court.
personally,
We'll do
games that
whatever
are
they must to get
100%
their way.
vertical just bore the piss out of me.
At least
So,
Gavin
like,
has
I
some
know
fun.
there's
Having
very
seen
much a
Sariel both
divide
in the
there,
nightmare court.
as you know,
Evil
as
has
far
many
as
forms.
where people's
Some desire
tastes
tyranny,
lie.
others chaos. Regardless,
And-
they will come for the White Stag. And when they do, we must
I
be ready.
always
meet you at the
appreciate
Grove.
when people can make the distinction between this isn't to my taste versus, the thing I like is, or, the thing I like is good and the thing I don't like is bad. Like, your statement there was perfectly phrased, as opposed to a lot of people who fall on one side or the other who are just like, oh, it's not the thing I like, well, therefore it is objectively bad. So no, I totally get where there are a lot of people who just like, oh, horizontal isn't for me or vertical isn't for me. And Guild Wars 2 is a very horizontal game. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people either latch on or it becomes a sticking point where they're just like, okay, that's where I'm out, is the break from the Trinity. And there is still group roles and group functions that are there, but it is very definitely not the classic, like, coming from first gen MMOs hard locked Trinity or Quaternity. And that's again another one of those points where it's either going to be a plus or a minus for people. And if that's not somebody's taste, then I'm not going to say like, hey, play Guild Wars 2, play ESO, play something else that has a softer Trinity. Let's see, where are we going here? We're going back into the grove for this one. Yeah, with Guild Wars 2, the approach is much more in groups. Some people playing outright blasting DPS, with other people being responsible for providing both offensive and defensive boons to be more support roles. But because it's not that very traditional Trinity, like, yeah, there's people who are just like, no, this is what I want. I want this thing. And they, totally get that. I wonder if somebody's... Okay, no, they're not doing an event. They're just killing Nightmare Courtiers. Like, we were running around doing some dungeons last night, and one of our people, because I was playing offensive boon support on my Herald, and one of our people was noticing, like, holy crap, you basically like double my DPS when I run around in a group with you. And it's like, yeah, that's because I'm playing a boon providing support where I do less DPS, but I provide a couple of defensive boons, but primarily just a whole bunch of offensive buffs to buff all the DPS. So it's not a position that would exist in a hard traditional Trinity setting, but it is the way that Guild Wars 2 structures roles within a group, and it is very different from people coming from WoW, EQ, Rift, you know, the traditionally structured games like that. Okay, I think again we're going all the way down here, so back to Ronin's.
Valiant, quickly, to me.
That's okay. If you want to explain why you know the Nightmare Court? Alright, so the court's gathering outside the city here. Do we think they could get in? Keith says, never underestimate the nightmare. Yeah, that's not a little foreboding or anything. So the Nightmare Court is causing tremors. Alright, let's go.
Prepare for an attack.
Here they come.
It's just bugs and cats. It's fine.
Beasts await you.
Shield to the bone!
Hold fast against the
That's
foe.
enough violence for now.
Surrender the White Stag. The Nightmare Court demands it.
Will be ours. Suffer the consequences.
You've made a poor
Nightmare
choice.
cannot be denied. Give us the stone.
I don't think they've figured out yet that just bringing more people is not actually going to be successful for them here.
Protect the grove.
Like, do they understand they're outclassed?
Destroy them. Take the stag and destroy them.
We must find Sariel. Once she's defeated, their courage will fail, and the courtiers will flee.
Alright, go find Sariel. Let's see, where is... There she is. Oh, hi. Hello again. Her outfit's kind of cool. It would be nice if we could get
You could just
that.
walk into the grove and take the stag.
No, Keith. I also planned on leaving you in a pool of your own blood. And, well, here you are.
Even Fowlin couldn't tame that temper of yours. Let's see. if
Oh,
my
see, now we
plans
have
can do
Keith
better.
letting slip
Strike now while their backs are turned.
names that we haven't really heard so much yet.
We kill when needed, when we can use that bloodshed to grow a garden. Now leave. Meditate on this, and should you fail to learn, I'll kill you myself.
This isn't over, Keith. One day I'll kill you, no matter what the Grand Duchess says.
My friend, I apologize for Sariel's behavior. She's young. She hasn't learned to temper power with wisdom.
What is there to understand? The Nightmare Court is evil. It's destructive. You and Sariel are two of a kind.
Gavin's all, no, I'm the good evil. It's totally
He is an
fine.
honorless craven, and I have been your friend. The court doesn't seek to destroy either the Sylvari or the Pale Tree. We're trying to free you from the influence of Ventari's tablet.
You want to use the White Stag to corrupt the dream. You would turn this beautiful creature into a weapon.
Yes, for the greater good. Let me
The
prove that the
greater
Nightmare
good.
Court has honor. Duel me. For the winner, the White Stag. For the defeated, death.
Very well, Gavin. I accept your challenge and your terms. Let's begin.
Defeat Gavin in an honorable duel. Is it honorable, though? Like, really? Although I can't remember if he gets plot armor at this point or not. I don't think he
I will
does.
fight you with honor, Valiant. Let all assembled bear witness. Excellent, Valiant. Your skills are as key. Well done, Valiant. I am beaten. I will be
Yeah,
remembered.
buddy, do you not understand how dumb it was for you to give me the shot at you?
Nightmare Court will not try this particular tactic again.
Now the White Stag will be safe.
For now. But soon enough the court will find another way to draw the dream into darkness. Fowlin loves to cultivate misery.
Sounds like you have
Right.
history with the court and this Grand Duchess Fowlin. Will you tell me the tale?
I knew her once. But I don't know her anymore. What matters is that you've done well, Valiant. Enjoy this moment.
Cave being more than a little shifty
Your dream has
here.
been resolved, but the other, the dragon, remains to be deciphered. Our mother wishes to see the White Stag, and I intend for you to be there as well. It is time you met the Pale Tree.
I'd be
Okay,
honored,
Salt.
Kate.
No. I'll tell you
I'll
how
see
I
you
know
there.
Fowlin later. And the thing I like about that is that the fact that I got the White Stag storyline, and this is the quest line I'm playing through, is because of a choice that I made during character creation, where I picked the option that I dreamed of a white stag and was called to find it. That's why my storyline is following the White Stag and Nightmare Court branch. If I had there's two others that you pick, so your personal storyline for each race is flavored and has its initial branches, and the actual NPCs to various extents that you work with through those early branches before things all kind of come together in the Pact Commander storyline in I want to say the 40s and 50s. You have a fairly high degree of variability and different starting points in your personal quest lines, depending on the choices you make at character creation. I don't remember the third Sylvari starting option, but one other one that I didn't, not the one that I chose on this character, is dreaming of a Green Knight. And in that case, you're basically, you are protecting some people against a corrupt green Sylvari knight who's basically like a whole bully, and Kaith helps you find a strategy to weaken this unkillable, green knight bully who is working with the Nightmare Court. All of it helps set up the pieces of the story down the road. Like, Sylvari's story is always going to lead you into investigating the Nightmare Court, but the ways you get there are different depending on the choices you made. Meet some dude in a city. So you probably played a human, and depending on if you were born on the streets or a commoner or a noble, that would have determined who it was you went to the city to meet and kind of go with. Because the human storyline, you would be playing through like the seraphs and centaurs and bandits. Oh yeah, Char, the cat people. The Char are interesting, but I have enough memories of Guild Wars 1, as hazy as they are, that I can't bring myself to play Char. Okay, so let's see. Where am I going? I need to go to the Omphlos chamber, so I believe that is up at a higher level. Engineer is a lot of fun, though. The other character that I think I still have my highest played time on is my engineer, who is a mechanist. So the elite spec I have basically lets me have a big stompy robot that follows me around and helps me. It's kind of awesome. Alright, we got the white stag, and we got Kaith, and we've got Mother here.
Greetings, my valorous child. The white stag spoke to me of your deeds. I'm so proud of you.
I'm honored to meet you, Mother Tree. I knew I had to protect the stag. I saw it in my dream. Is that because of you?
No, dear heart. I do not control the dream. I am simply its caretaker.
If you will it, Mother, the stag can stay in our garden. There, it can see the sky and enjoy both music and song.
An excellent suggestion. He will be very happy there, and often reunited with his defender.
If I may
He
ask,
just wants to have a stag
in
to
my
play
dream,
with.
I also saw
What's up, Des? Yep, I'm doing the level 10 story right now. I'm partway through it.
Is that true?
I fear that it is. A wild hunt is a sacred thing, a burden placed by the dream upon the strongest and the bravest
I
of my
just
children.
had my intro to the Nightmare
You
Court.
fought an elder dragon face to face. Only 2 of my children have had such a dream. You and Kaith.
Kaith has already started
fight the
to
dragon's
drop hints that
servants,
she's slightly
the
shady.
undead. But I believe you will face Zaitan itself. I also believe you will prevail.
I understand, Mother. Thank you.
Be proud of your victory, Valiant. Spend your leisure in learning and in well-deserved joy.
Kaith, I wish for the Valiant to meet my eldest child.
Traherne has returned from war.
Score one for me.
Mother, is that wise?
Do not question the dream. We must all play our parts.
Yes, Mother Tree. I will see that it's done.
Oh, that's right, because they're already dropping hints about Traherne showing up. Okay, so exit to the grove. And go track down Kaith at the terrace.
Did you bring back any mementos?
Whoops, I wanted to go one more level
Let's
down.
find a traveler and invite them to eat with us.
I saw a human and a Norn.
You're coming with.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's set up for much later.
Traherne, it is good to see you once more within the grove. Greetings, Valiant.
I mean, think about how far down the line the Aetherblade story pays
Only a
out.
few firstborn are called to wild hunts. I have the calling, so does Traherne. I believe he carries the heaviest burden of us all.
More difficult than fighting an elder dragon?
Our task is tangible, if dangerous. His is ephemeral. There may be no solution.
I'm glad to meet you, but I'm afraid we have no time for proper welcomes. There is a more immediate matter at hand.
Just before you arrived, a messenger brought news of 3 attacks by the Nightmare Court. I can aid one, Traherne another.
I'll take the 3rd. Where do you need me to go?
They're besieging the Warden outpost of Follius Thorpe. Make your way there as quickly as possible, Valiant, and lend a hand.
Before you go, a warning. On my way to the Grove, I heard rumor that the Nightmare Court is seeking something called the Harbinger.
I'm trying so hard to avoid spoiling major story plots with these characters.
We must stop them.
Understood. I'll head to Follius Thorpe right away.
But it is also really cool, like, seeing them again in their, like, early game incarnations, rather than, you know, how I know them later on. Alright, so we're going to go to Follius Thorpe, which should be up north here. Here we are. What is closest? Oh, and apparently I should pop up here real quick and grab the waypoint on this character. Or is that a waypoint that's... Oh, that's not too far away. Stop and fight a little mini zone boss, or rather drop in right at the end to get a bit of kill credit. And there we go. Nab an extra waypoint, minor detour.
Chill to the bone.
I really love. It should come as no shock, especially to Dez, who knows me in Guild Wars 2. I really love the Sylvari story and their zones. I play a lot of Sylvari characters, and all of their areas are just so well flavored. The city can be frustrating to navigate at times, but all of the Sylvari stuff is just, it is so cool. I love their story. I love kind of the whole deal with them. So I am definitely not unbiased, shall we say. But yeah, the creepy swamp here is also really neat, and if you can get some elevation, you can get better looks at some of the details, like the creepy trapped face in the yeah, that's not weird or eerie or anything. Yeah, they definitely did a good job of making the creepy swamp creepy, right? All right, so we're going to travel here and fight off the Nightmare Court attack.
Who are you? Are you another of these murderers?
Do I look evil to you? No, wait, don't answer that question.
Who are you and what's going on?
My name is Malik. The wardens took me in. They found me injured.
It is kind of funny playing this character and also trying to be like the good guy in the story.
These creatures are called the Nightmare Court. They've set fire to the
Maybe I should be sporting a different outfit if I don't want them to be scared of me.
Besieged, and most of the guard has been injured. I'm all that's left of the defense.
Let me fight with you, Malik. I know the Nightmare Court, and I'd be glad to raise arms against them.
I'll have to trust you. I've no other choice. But I warn you, the wardens are under my protection, and I will let no harm fall on them. Help me drive back these villains quickly. We must put out the fires before they spread to the forest. The time for chatter is over. Now we fight.
Dez, don't judge my inventory.
Those who cannot give mercy deserve none.
suppose I should actually be doing the objectives and not just killing the Nightmare Court. That whole helping people and being a good guy thing I should probably do.
I am mighty.
But there's killing to be done.
Turn back or die.
Your simple mind will know terror.
Shield to the bone.
Okay, let's see. I know there's a water bucket around here somewhere. There we are. Make you not on fire anymore.
Fire's out. The outpost should be able to recover.
You'll die by my hand.
And here's more people who just do not understand how badly outclassed they are.
On your guard!
Hunt them down.
Shield to the bone.
Impossible. I'm not a failure.
You are a failure. I just killed you.
Is there something? You fight well, stranger. I'm grateful you came along. I hope you'll forgive my initial mistrust.
It was in the heat of battle. It's understandable. Tell me, do you know why the Nightmare Court were here? It's not like them to attack the Wardens head-on.
I do. It seems that they wanted me. I don't know why. I've never met their kind before, and I'm certainly no friend to them. They kept calling me the Harbinger. When I resisted, the courtiers took hostages. They threatened to harm them if I didn't give myself up. I was willing, but Captain Banya refused to allow it. I'm a civilian, she said, and they were wardens. I told her she was a fool, and now she's gone too.
Whatever the Nightmare Court is planning for you, I can assure you it isn't pleasant. Come back to the Grove with me where you'll be safe.
The Grove? Is that where your people come from?
My people? You mean the Sylvari? Malik, don't you know about the Grove?
No, I do not come from these lands. I appreciate your offer, but I won't abandon the Wardens. I'll go with you after they're safe, and the Nightmare Court's been punished. The courtiers said they were going to Joy's End.
That's an interesting little tidbit about
lovely.
non-Grove Sylvari being a thing, which, again, we hadn't heard about until that point. What's up, Poteen? How's it going, man? I am just running through the kind of these story quests on my character here. So this is really, really early in the story. I'm still in the first personal story quest chain, which is the level 10 stuff, even though I'm going back through at level 80 on my Reaper here. Spooky. But the goal of this is I want to do something that I've never really done before, which is actually go through all of the story of Guild Wars 2 and the Living Worlds and the expansions in order rather than the kind of skipping around that I've done. Okay, so let's see. We're going all the way up north here into the next zone over. Yeah, it's one of those things where I've meant to do it for a long time, and a while back I did the Path of Fire story expansion in order rather than kind of skipping around through it like I had done when I played it before, and that kind of planted the idea that, like, oh, hey, you know, maybe I should, like, literally do the story. I mean, yeah, like Des is saying, it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a big chunk of time, because there is an absolute metric ass ton of story in Guild Wars 2. Especially when you count in the living worlds and the expansions and stuff. But because this character is 80 and already basically built out, I'll have the ability to just skip from the story to the story, rather than, you know, needing to level and kind of gear as I go.
The Inquest will do better with your particular brand of pest.
I see you hiding there, tiny little Asura. Alright, now we're meeting Malik, the non-Grove Sylvari, which isn't at all a red flag or creepy or weird.
So, Valiant, you did show up after all. Tell me something. These courtiers, do they come from the same grove that you do?
We are all Sylvari, Malik, but they're of the nightmare. I am of the dream. You don't know the difference?
No, I've never heard of either one.
You remember the pale tree, yes?
No. Look, we need to get the wardens back to Fallius Thorpe. Here's the plan.
Malik, buddy, you are not helping yourself be unsketchy.
You're strange, Malik, but I like your style. Let's go.
We could steal their armor and wear it as a disguise, once they don't need it anymore.
We could steal their armor and wear it as a disguise. In other words, kill them to take their stuff. Alright, so here we got Nightmare Court clothes. And I am now disguised. No one will know it's me. I am totally incognito here. Yeah, ignore the glowing, ignore like the creepy Halloween swords. Yeah, I'm absolutely incognito.
How about those new converts? How long do you give them?
Not long. I heard the Night of Embers came for them, and she was in a mood.
Yep, nothing to see here. Just, you've seen me before, right? Right? Just look at my clothes. I'm one of you.
Delicate little puffballs.
The Night of Embers knocked him flat.
They'll tell us about the Harbinger soon enough. You'll see.
And again, if you stop and listen to their little conversations here, like this guy was just talking about how their leaders are going to tell them about the Harbinger soon enough. Malik said that they called him the Harbinger. Huh.
That's the Night of Embers, isn't it?
Oh, hi.
All useless and weak. I should burn your flesh from your bones. I sent those fools to bring me the Harbinger, and instead they come back with whimpering wardens. Pathetic. You there. You're new. Can you follow orders, courtier?
Me? Yes, ma'am, m'lady.
Then you're in charge.
I am totally smooth.
Wretched wardens talk. Do whatever it takes. Hit them so hard the pale tree can feel it. They will tell me where to find the Harbinger, or they will die feeding nightmare with their agony.
My Lady Knight, may I ask, what is a Harbinger?
He is the pale tree's doom, and nightmare's vindication. He is my dark hunt. When I find him, all will be made clear. Now go.
So that's an interesting little note there, because she refers to her dark hunt And what we found out in our kind of character creation and prologue story is that the Sylvari will periodically, like some Sylvari will be given a wild hunt, which is like a quest that they're going on. Our wild hunt comes from our seeing a vision of a dragon. So the Nightmare Court here basically is referring to a dark hunt, which again, like the Nightmare Court, has this whole belief of, you know, basically like a corrupted version of the Sylvari's dream and tree. All right, so we've got the captives all freed. But also, she's talking about how the Harbinger is supposed to be the, like, what she's going to use, like her dark hunt that she can use to kill the tree. So, Malik might be trouble. Come on, bring me more to kill.
Stay together. Move quickly.
Oh, and knock me down. I'm trying to do stuff. Jerks.
Hurry. Let's get out of here.
Guys, come on. Follow me, please. And more Nightmare Court.
Suffer and die.
Oh, and you're a veteran, so it'll take a little bit longer.
Shield to the bone.
This way, before the courtiers return.
But there's more over there to kill. Okay, fine. I'll escort the captives to freedom or something.
I owed these wardens my life. You, Valiant, you risked yourself to save my friends, even though you've never met them. Why?
Because we're all Sylvari. We all follow the dream. Can't you feel that we're related?
Feel it? No, I feel nothing, Valiant. Only a great sense of distance and loss.
You've been too long from the Pale Tree, that's all. When you return, she will heal your lost memory. Come back with me to the Grove. You'll see.
I hope you are right.
Yes, bring the Harbinger to the Grove. That's totally fine, and nothing bad could happen from that,
Make your
right?
way south to the great tree near the shore. I will meet you there. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery, I promise.
I owe you so much. A million thanks.
Well, you're welcome. Okay, so our next piece is to introduce Malik to Kaith and Traherne back in the Grove. What could possibly go wrong with that? I don't remember this part of the story, but there's just some part of me that says bringing the Harbinger to the Grove might not be a good thing. Like, I don't know.
I trust you, Valiant. These others, well, we shall have to see.
The Nightmare Court is searching everywhere for this Harbinger.
They won't stop until they find it.
Found
Whatever
him.
it is, we must find it first.
So Kaith, here's the Harbinger. Kaith.
Kaith, Traherne, I've a very strange story to tell you. This is Malik. The Nightmare Court believe he is the harbinger. Of what, we don't know. But they attacked those warden camps to find him.
Malik is your name? You feel oddly quiet, strangely still.
When did you awaken at the Pale Tree? In what cycle? What did you dream?
Tree? I know no pale tree. I have had no dream. My first memory begins 2 weeks ago. I was lying by a river, staring up at an arched bridge. I was injured, and I wandered the forest from there, following the river until the wardens found me and took me in.
No dream? Perhaps you've only forgotten it. If you were badly injured, your memories could be damaged or lost. Perhaps if we look into the dream itself, we could find them.
Or we could follow the river and locate the place Malik describes. Maybe we'll meet someone who knows him and memory will return on its own.
I must know who I am to fight the Nightmare Court. Valiant, I trust you. Which do you think is the best method to find the truth?
Ah, nice. So this is another place where in the storyline I get a branching choice to determine, do I want to investigate the dream or do I want to investigate the place where Malik says he woke up? A lot of the story quests have those branching things where kind of along with choices you made and branches you're following, they'll keep branching off from there as you get options. So let's see. Kaith's plan is to start where he was found and backtrack from there. So yeah, I'm going to go with that rather than investigating the dream.
While the three of you search for the site of Malik's first memory, I will speak with my friend, the Seer.
Agreed. We should learn all that we can.
I will meet you back at the Pale Tree. Be safe.
Just checking to make sure I had all those skins unlocked for the different staffs it gave me. Yeah, I do really like the fact that you could theoretically you could play the Sylvari starting storyline on easily half a dozen characters, and other than the major story beats, have very different experiences and paths. Okay, so how far out are we going to find the spot this guy woke up? Okay, so he woke up all the way out in the Brisbane wildlands someplace. So and again, to help make up for the fact that I am waypointing all around, grab a quick gathering node. Keep stacking up that volatile magic, and then later on today I will go turn that into high tier materials. And nice creepy swamp again. Always nice. So let's see, how far in here am I going? Okay. So I'm just going across the water there. And of course I'm going through Asura territory, which is never sketchy in the slightest. We're just gonna leave the little rat people and their weird techno gizmos alone. Now again, knowing some of what I know from later in the game and heading the direction we're heading and dealing with the Nightmare Court is interesting with a capital I, and we're going to stick a pin in that one. Kate is a strange conversationalist. She has many questions and gives so few answers. Oh, buddy, you have no idea. You have no idea. All right, so he's going to lead me down the path to the river that he remembers. Hi, Scrit. I would love it if Guild Wars 2, and I know it's not going to happen in Guild Wars 2 because making new playable races is, with just the sheer amount of various gear and items and armor sets at this point, is a huge undertaking that they just do not have the modelers and manpower for. So while I know we're not going to get Scrit as a new playable race in Guild Wars 2, it would be awesome if when Guild Wars 3 eventually becomes a thing, I would love it if we got Scrit as a playable race, because they're just so much fun. Alright, so we're going to head upriver until we find a cave.
On your guard! That's enough.
I'm fast as the wind.
Oh, apparently my underwater spec on this character was still a minion mancer spec, so I'm just going to summon a bunch of my undead minions, and there you go. You guys can have fun with the scale. I'll let you out to play. I don't really play a minion spec on this character. I mostly go non-minion for this necro. Oh, look at that, a whole bunch of Nightmare Court.
Life is fragile. Rest now.
So weird how there's just all these Nightmare Court around where Malik the Harbinger woke up.
Well, you can.
That's absolutely not sketchy at all. Actually, I should change my underwater spec to match my above ground spec. Just because that makes it easier. There we go.
There it is, the pod in which I awakened. That's where my life began.
Alright, so he's saying that basically he woke up in this seed pod right here.
That's my pod. Judging from your expression, I assume there's something wrong about it?
Yes, everything is wrong about it.
Don't listen to her. It is magnificent.
Ambushed.
There he is, the Harbinger. Success. All that is left is to bring him before the Duchess Fowlin.
You are one stubborn weed, lady, and you're doing a bang-up job of getting on my bad side. Who are you, and why do you want me?
I am the Knight of Embers. I was born dreaming of you, and it has been my life's ambition to draw you into Nightmare.
So yeah, very much the Nightmare Court equivalent of our Wild Hunt. It's their Dark Hunt.
Because you are the key to our freedom from Ventari's false laws. Your coming marks the turn of the tide between dream and nightmare. With your appearance, the truth grows ever closer. Come, the Grand Duchess awaits in the Venlin Vale.
She can keep waiting. We destroyed your courtiers. You'll do no better. Defeat me if you can. You'll die like all those who harm my friends.
Darkness, but I will keep hunting you. I will never give up.
And she saw that I just AoE blasted her friends down and skedaddled.
It led her to obsession and madness. Is your dream the same?
No. The dream is a vision of hope and a feeling of purpose. It guides us toward the light, not into evil.
I wish I could say that I understood
about
the difference,
that.
but I don't.
Sorry,
So,
spoilers.
Can you tell how this pod got so far from the pale tree?
That is not the right question. Ask instead, how did this pod get so close to the pale tree?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
I must speak with the Mother Tree. But first, we must be certain that the Knight of Embers does not report to Duchess Fowlan. If she studied this pod, as I did.
But what about Traherne? We were to meet him at the pale tree.
We have no time for meetings or explanations. The Knight of Embers must be stopped.
Then we head to Venlin Vale.
Ah, yes, Kaith is off on her own. That is kind of classic Kaith, which is the plan has already fallen apart. Unlocked, unlocked, unlocked. So I'm just going to grab one of these. And she is just doing her thing. Just, I know the plan was one thing. I'm going to do another. Okay, so we're going further into this territory here, where I haven't been on this character, so I don't have any waypoints unlocked, which means I remember how to get there. I don't remember if we go through the cave to get there. Okay, so Scripberg tunnels. So fly past the jungle worms. Don't want to deal with them. Okay, yeah, that's a dead end because that's going to lead to the waterfalls. So I'm going to go back around this way and take a different path. And not at all get caught up in the tree roots. So I should, yep, there we go. This should have a route where I'm going. Okay, Kaith and Malik. What's the plan?
This is the place. The Knight of Embers will be waiting to meet the Grand Duchess. If she is allowed to tell Fowlan the truth, the results will be disastrous.
Why, Kaith? What aren't you telling us?
Oh,
This is
so
my
much.
life. I deserve
There's
to know
so
the
much
truth.
Kaith isn't telling us.
Yours isn't the only life in danger. Listen to me very carefully, and I'll explain. For years, I've suspected that the Pale Tree is not a unique creature. Legends tell that the seed from which she sprang was one of many in a cave. That cave has never been found, but it seems that at least one of those other seeds was planted. From it grew the tree which bore you, Malik.
If that's true, there could be other cities of Sylvari, other groves.
Yes, groves untutored by Ventari's tablet. Who knows what they would be like? What those Sylvari dream?
If Fowlin finds out, she won't need the grove. The court will burn the pale tree to the ground and find one they can more easily twist to nightmare.
If that happens, the Sylvari race will be lost forever. Zaitan and the Elder Dragons will win.
So no stakes there,
I won't let that happen. If I must die to keep this secret, I will do so.
Better that the Knight of
No
Embers die
pressure.
instead. Come, we have no time to waste. We have work to do.
So what's at stake in your quest? Oh, basically the survival of our race. No biggie. So let's see. Malik says he kept the disguises that we used before, and our job's to dress up and act like we're escorting him in. Aren't they suspicious of that trick by now? Like we pulled it before. And he's basically saying, yeah, they'd expect it if we were both disguised, but with only one of us is disguised, clearly this will work now. Okay. If you say so. Alright, come on, Malik. Keep up. So I come in bearing prisoner. And, Kaith, you're not inconspicuous. Are you gonna maybe stand back? Like, not come in with us? Nope, you're just gonna be there. Okay, cool. Alright, so they stop us at the gate. The Harbinger and a Firstborn are approaching the camp. We must warn the Knight of Embers at once. So basically we're saying, like, hey, they're on their way. We're coming to warn you. And the funny thing is that guy is worried about Kaith showing up, and we have Kaith here with us in disguise. So, fooled you. Alright, so we're just going to sneak into the back of the camp here. No big deal.
Take a look at that.
Oh, the creepy thorn and vine cage? Yeah, that's not suspicious.
In time, all will succumb to the supreme authority of the Nightmare Court.
Okay, so Executioner kind of found us, and our job now is to kill the Nightmare Court.
Thanks. Thank you.
And free the Skrit, because the Skrit are awesome, and we're going to free the captured Skrit.
Attacking! There!
The enemy approaches.
Shield to the bow!
Alright, got more captured Skrit in here. You are free. Go. Run. Do silly little Skrit things.
I am mighty!
Okay, I think I got all the cages.
An ambush is the best you can offer.
Yep, okay.
Sad. You're already a creature of nightmare, Harbinger. Why fight us?
You're a liar, and soon you'll be a dead liar.
Impudent whelp. I'll show you why they call me the Knight of Embers. filth. This town will be your funeral pyre. Soira, Lanya, to me.
Lania's arrows will tear us to pieces. Deal with her next.
All that you are will end in flames and ruin.
Oh, apparently we have to fight her friends here.
I am mighty.
I see death.
Lania the Feathered Death.
Burn in her fire.
Who killed her? My vengeance will make an inferno feel pale and weak. Retreat!
Knight of Embers, I think, is bailing again.
You alive, and the mistress will burn your bones.
And here's her other friend, who is not going to be long for this world.
Death, my beloved squire, you fools! May nightmare take your souls!
Yeah, that didn't go well for you guys. You got reapered.
Ah, there you all are. The Pale Tree said I would find you here. I've discovered something you must know. The tree, Malik's tree. It's not...
We know. The Nightmare Court nearly found out as well, but we have silenced the Knight of Embers.
Still, this is only the beginning. Even if they don't know the reason, the court will keep searching for their harbinger. If I stay here, others will try to convert me to Nightmare. They'll discover my secret.
He's right. Fowlin will hunt him, and I promise you, she does not give up.
Somewhere to the west, at the source of that river, there's another tree. Maybe even another city with more Sylvari like me, my family. I'm going to find them. When I do, I'll tell them.
So it actually came out in an investors call a couple months or so back that Guild Wars 3 is actually in, at the very least, like the planning and pre-production stage. Which of course means that it's years off at this point. But there is the very real likelihood that at some point in time we will get a Guild Wars 3, yes. That's something that a lot of us are really curious about, is what direction they're gonna take it, because yeah, like you said, Guild Wars 1 was very much that kind of multiplayer but almost lobby based, in the sense that it has a central hub where it's more MMO like as a general population. But when you go out into the actual active content, it's just, you know, you and your party. And then Guild Wars 2 was, you know, like everything with a few exceptions is primarily designed around being a massive open world that everybody's in. It'll be interesting to see where they take that with Guild Wars 3. I'm also going to be really interested to see, is it Tyria in another era, kind of like they did with Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2? Okay, where are we going here? Are we going back to the Grove? Yep, we're going back to the Grove. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see. You know, I don't expect it's going to be any time in the next couple of years where we really get any semi-definitive info about what they're really doing. But as those things come out, it's going to be interesting to see what design decisions they're really making and going with. All right, so we got a mail that says, we are needed. The 3 orders of Tyria are locked in an argument. The Pale Tree wants us to settle their differences, etc. So, we're meeting her in the chamber up above, not down here.
We run faster than those who didn't. How curious. I
believe I meant to go there and fight. Thank you.
Is that top level? That's top level, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so this will be in our storyline where we get the introduction to the orders. So here is where our so far very Sylvari-centric storyline is going to start getting pieces that are going to connect it to where the story ultimately is going to meet up with the other races' stories in the in kind of the central storyline.
Valiant, the Pale Tree summons you.
Is there a problem? It sounds like there's a commotion in the Omphalos chamber.
Those are the emissaries of the 3 Orders of Tyria. There is a situation.
The Orders of Tyria? Who are they, and what's going on?
The Orders are organized groups that work against the Elder Dragons. The Vigil, the Derman Priory, and the Order of Whispers. Zaitan's might is growing. Its undead minions rise on the beaches of Kryta and the Tarnished Coast.
Why are the emissaries arguing? What am I walking into?
To the north, Overlake Haven is in danger of being overrun. The Lion Guard are outmatched by risen troops. We Sylvari realize that all life is intertwined. If Zaitan threatens one race, he threatens us all.
Then why are the Orders arguing? Why don't they just do something about it?
We think alike, you and I. Let us speak with the Mother Tree.
The Orders are arguing because have you met the Orders?
Munition golems? You want to fight the Elder Dragons with toys and dollies?
Better than throwing away Sylvari lives on a direct assault.
No one's throwing away lives. Vigil soldiers are the best trained fighting force in Tyria.
Valiant. I'm glad you're here. They've been going on like this for an hour. Everyone, please be silent. We are all assembled. And the Mother...
Greetings, Valiant. Today you take the next steps on the journey of your wild hunt. Zaitan's forces are gathering at Overlake Haven. The Orders wish to defend the location, but their plans differ.
And here's where we start doing the thing where we start working with the Orders and picking one over the others and things like that.
I am honored, Mother Tree. I will do my best.
My name is Branthan. I represent the Vigil. We can have a platoon or raid at Overlake Haven immediately. Our soldiers can handle
Vigil, obviously the militant
in the
order.
Vigil, we prefer to fight our enemies head on. The best way to protect the Haven is to provide military force.
You're asking to risk countless lives. Herald, the Derman Priory proposes a far safer course of action. My name is Earworth.
Derman Priory are the thinkers and researchers and tinkerers.
To destroy the undead. We'll have no soldiers on the field at all.
Completely untested munitions golems. You're the one risking lives. What if your golems fail?
And then the Order of Whispers.
You've been quiet through the whole argument.
I'm Kai, and I represent the Order of Whispers. I brought this situation to the Pale Tree's attention, but I'll leave the frontline fighting to the others.
Very well. Give me a moment to think this over, and then I'll decide.
So in this particular case, I'm probably going to end up going with the Vigil. Because I've done Dermot Priory on other playthroughs, and I've done Order of Whispers on other playthroughs. I don't know that I've ever done a very Vigil-focused where it's just side with the throw bodies and damage at things to resolve issues approach. So their plan is a Vigil squad punches through the undead sieging the Haven. Once the Haven is liberated, we do a combined assault and mop up the enemy. Let's do it.
I'm glad to see you have courage, Herald. You'll be an asset to the Haven's defense. I'll rally the Vigil troops and meet you near Overlake Haven.
Don't worry, Branthin. The Priory will have our munitions golems ready if you fail.
I love it that the person from the Priory is just like, okay, we'll have our weapons ready for when you screw up.
Look at this. So pretty.
Alright, let's get some of these salvaged and out of my inventory.
How very satisfying.
Okay, yep, some of these quest rewards are not salvageable or sellable. We do not need the 8-slot leather bag. We do not need the 8-slot invisible bag. And largely I'm getting these things because these are meant to be low-level quest reward type things.
Rare treasure.
Okay, that clears up a bit of space. Alright, so our next objective is to head to the Overlake Haven. And here's where we're going to rescue the Haven and mount a combined attack on the bad guys. So let's see. And of course that's going to be in a spot where this character has not been anywhere near. So I'll have a bit of traveling to do. Which is not bad, because it'll give me a chance to see some of the scenery in the human land. So basically I just portaled into Divinity's Reach, which is the human kind of capital city. And then I'm going to head south from here. So Divinity's Reach and kind of the areas around it, the human settlements, clearly very different design-wise and kind of feel and tone-wise from the Sylvari areas. It's much more kind of the foresty, kind of light woodland turf here. Not at all like the cool, overgrown forest and swamps that the Sylvari have going on. So each of the races and their both starting areas and the surrounding areas very much have their own design and aesthetic and biomes going on. And normally, if I was a leveling character, I would largely be going through these and, you know, stopping and doing the various quests and objectives and thingies as I went through, but we're just kind of beelining to the next story point here because don't need to level through here. This should be the portal to the next zone. Okay, so it looks like I'm headed down to the far end of Kessex Hills. All of this area here is area that was kind of destroyed or irrevocably altered in the Living World Season 1 story arc that occurred. There are a few places, Kessex Hills, as well as Lion's Arch, that were changed in Living World Season 1, and in a few places, like, you know, cutscenes and little kind of quest instances, there are you can end up back in like the old version of those areas or zones, which can be a little weird when some of the quests and stuff take you to like pre-Living World Season 1 Lion's Arch, and, you know, you'll show up for a quest, you'll get ported into an instanced version of Lion's Arch to do that particular quest and story, and you look around going, the hell is this place? But it's because it sent you back to the pre-destruction and rebuilding Lion's Arch. Kessex Hills also got kind of decimated and remade in some areas because that's where the Tower of Nightmares spawned in. But that is a whole different storyline that is after all the stuff we're going to be going through here. Okay, there we go. I almost flew right past my objective. Okay, and once again, our goal here is to
Looks like the Orions got here first.
basically help retake this fort that's under siege.
Hail, Herald of the Pale Tree. A fine day for battle, wouldn't you say?
So long as it's a battle we're going to win, I'd agree.
You're fighting with the Vigil today. Our soldiers are well-trained, dedicated, and determined to defend Tyria. Members of the Vigil swear an oath to protect the innocent. We are the light in the darkness. We hold the line, no matter what the cost.
That's a noble duty. So the Vigil is a military organization.
Yes, but we do more than just fight. We also help those who survive dragon attacks and provide charity, as well as defense. Thorns! The undead are everywhere! We need to draw their attention from the Haven, or it'll be overrun before the rest of our troops arrive. Tell me something. Are you willing to start dancing before the band arrives?
I like the way you think. Let's go buy our reinforcements some time.
Let's go wreck some shop.
I wonder what's here.
I keep habitually trying to mount to make my movement quicker to get from point A to point B.
It begins.
Dang knockdowns.
Get over here and help me.
Shield to the bone. my brothers!
Blitz attack! Who's with me? Huh? Huh?
Thank the six you're here. If you hadn't arrived so quickly, we'd all be dead.
Don't count your seedlings before they sprout. More Orions are on the way. Mark my words.
Who commands the troops stationed here? We need to organize the defense.
Well, see that zombie over there?
Whoops. Well then, I suppose Brampton and I will be taking over on behalf of the Vigil.
Yes, Commander. The gate's shattered, but we still have our cannons. What are your orders?
We sort of killed your zombified commander.
Hold your ground
Sorry.
here in the courtyard. You humans don't have our Sylvari resistance to corruption, so stay close. If someone falls, be ready to finish them before they rise again.
Don't worry,
Oh,
Jenks.
that was just a notable little plot point she dropped there, where she's saying that the humans don't have the Sylvari resistance to corruption. Now, what she's referring to there is corruption in the sense of being turned into, into the blighted, into the undead. And one of the things that she's noting is that as Sylvari, we have an inherent resistance to being corrupted in that fashion, where the humans don't have that resistance. That is sort of a notable thing, and is very much a plot point that comes into play as the story progresses down the road later on. Okay, spellcasters. Oh, that's right, I get to choose which groups I send where. So, ranged offense, spellcasters, and foot soldiers. So I think foot soldiers guard the courtyard, spellcasters fix the gate, then reinforce the ground troops, and ranged attend the cannons, I think. Okay, so yeah. Foot soldiers guard the courtyard. Ranged attend the cannons.
Man the cannons.
And the spellcasters fix the gate and then reinforce the ground troops. I don't know if it actually really makes much of a difference which I have where, but it's kind of neat that you get to strategize a bit.
Must kill.
Okay, so clearly your doors are not the best quality. Yeah, Dez, I'm going to need you to pick up some siege or some supply and come reinforce these doors for me.
So this is what they meant by be prepared for anything.
I do kind of wonder if there's another entrance here other than the gate, but I'm just going to kind of hold the gate and in theory call it good. Oh yeah, so these guys are already like damaged on their way in here, so our ranged people at the cannons and the spellcasters are doing work. So I wonder if the choices we make when we send the different squads places, because you can see the cannoneers are, outright killing some of these guys before they even get to the gate. I wonder if the correct choices
We'll work together.
do make it so that you end up with fewer undead actually making it through the gates. That would be kind of neat. Yeah, we all still look good here. Yeah, you can see those cannon blasts out there are just decimating these thralls.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, I know that I have either not played this storyline through before, or if so, it was very, very early on, like many years ago. So a lot of this, like this specific path, is largely new to me. Okay, so rendezvous with the Vigil. I am here. Oh, these Vigil. They're just talking about the Vigil showing up. What's up, guys? We got you covered.
Iron Guard of Overlake. The Vigil is... Oh, Branthan. You and the others are already here.
Yeah, we kicked ass, took names. And you guys have your own necromancer.
Spread out,
that might be a problem.
Branthan and the others have things well in hand. Fill in the gaps.
Okay, so our job is to defeat the veteran abomination. Probably take out these little guys, or at least get them to the point where the Vigil can finish them off.
Come on, a true hunter never lets the prey escape.
Shield to the bow.
You guys aren't even making me go shroud.
And Overlake Haven is safe.
Thank you. I don't know what we would have done without the Vigil. You saved our lives.
It's our honor to serve Tyria. We'll be here to lend our aid wherever it's needed, until the dragons are finally driven from this world.
Oh, I so want to say things about that are
Vigil
spoilery.
soldiers are extremely impressive on the battlefield.
Not only on the battlefield, our recruits are taught honor as well as skill. We don't just want to defend the world, we want to inspire it. You should think about joining us. We could use someone with your courage.
So here's where we start to get the kind of initial
Did you notice that strange
recruitments into the various orders.
I did.
And that'll be a thing that keeps playing
If
out.
Zaitan has created something new, we better figure it out quick, so we can learn its weaknesses.
Agreed. Let's return to the grove. The pale tree is waiting for our report.
Okay, back to the grove we go. And I'm going to be a bit cheeky and just use my various free portals to bounce to the grove from the Crystal Oasis here. We were far enough away that it would have been a slightly more expensive teleport, so...
You're way off track. I bet...
Just take the free and easy one. Right, go check back in. And tell them that we came, we saw, we kicked some zombie ass.
Whisper agents report a strange creature leading the attack on Overlake. Know anything about that, Branthan?
That's classified information, unless you're planning to join us on the battlefield.
If the Vigil wants to rush off like idiots, go ahead. Our agents are a bit more cautious.
Cautious? I guess that's one word for it.
Ah, the joys of the different orders. They get along so well.
I have good news, Mother Tree. Overlake Haven is safe, and the undead have been driven away.
Valiant, I was told about the strange undead you saw on the battlefield. I think I can help you. The creature sounds like a lich. From the description I was given, I think I can identify it as Mazdak the Accursed.
Mazdak the Accursed? I know that name. One of my firstborn, Rhiannoch, went to destroy Mazdak many years ago. I armed him with a thorn from my own bow, a mighty sword named Caladbolg. Both were lost, never to return to the grove. Herald, it seems you have a chance to discover the fate of my lost son, and perhaps even avenge Rhiannoch's death.
Legend says that Rhiannoch chose a human to be his squire. If that squire survived, the Order of Whispers could find him. The Order's very good at tracking people down, even when they don't want to be found.
Untrustworthy as always. I have an alternate suggestion. As you may know, the Derman Priory specializes in researching and recovering lost knowledge. This sounds like an exciting opportunity.
It's also interesting that in this story here, the initial representatives for all of the orders that we're given as our contact points are Sylvari members of those orders.
Branthan, does the Vigil have any suggestions?
Gathering information isn't our strong suit. Instead, I'll go ask my superiors how to kill a lich. I'll meet you back here when you're done.
She's just like, nah, the Vigil's piecing out of this
Harold,
one.
The choice is yours.
So now, we went with the Vigil's plan previously, and from here we get to decide if we are going to work with the Order of Whispers or the Derman Priory to do our information gathering. Let's see, what are their two plans actually entail? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Order of Whispers, because I don't think this character is really going to side with the Priory on much, because they're kind of the gadgety and researchy thing, and that's just not where we're going on this one.
In the Wennen Steppes. Meet me there and we'll infiltrate.
Onward.
We're going either smashy or sneaky. Okay, so we need to now check out whether the bandits know what happened. So we're gonna meet our contact outside of the bandit camp. And how far? Okay, so we're going back into the Brisbane Wildlands.
Seems strangely comfortable with your violet light.
It's more than mayhem. I meditate.
Yeah, let's see, what is our best route? Okay, probably gonna keep going southwest and then curve up. Think we're, yep, just need to make sure that I curve around this ridge here. Of course, that does take me closer to the Asura than I usually like to go, but again, we'll skirt around their territory and just not deal with the little rat folk. The annoying rats, not the cool rats.
Hey, keep it down!
Okay, this should lead me where I need to go. Dodge the inquest turrets and such. Don't want to get shot out of the air. Let's skip straight past you guys. And into bandit territory. All right, here's our
I just finished
contact.
putting together our disguises. With these, they won't even be able to tell we're Sylvari. Ready?
I don't want to not be a Sylvari. Okay, we look kind of creepy as humans.
I've been working on this disguise spell for a while. The hat alone took 3 months. I knew it'd come in handy to look like a human. What do you think? I'm not as talented as the Queen of Divinity's Reach, but my work as a mesmer is a benefit to the Order of Whispers.
It's a little unnerving, to be honest. I feel mushy and unwieldy.
Well, you won't have to wear it for long. According to our records, Rheanox Squire was named Wayne. This human settlement is his place of birth.
Hang on, you already knew the name of Rheanox Squire?
So we're going to go totally blend into the humans and be inconspicuous.
People realize. We are Tyria's eyes and ears. The more we know, the more subtly we can operate. We don't have a big army or a ton of researchers. Instead, we use politics and blackmail to shape the world.
And if blackmail doesn't get you what you want?
Then we stab folks.
Then we steal it, of course. Now come on. These disguises won't last forever, and we have a lot of investigation to do. Remember, we're big, floppy human bandits. We're not afraid of anything. Ready?
Big, floppy human bandits. Love it. Although, why didn't I get your outfit? Your outfit is infinitely cooler than mine. A little bit hacked off about that. But I will be a big floppy human. With human things and meat organs. Alright, so they want to know where we think we're going. And I have news from Kryta for the leader here. Choose the honorable path. And those choices don't really make a huge difference aside from some kind of minor little, differences in the dialogue and stuff we get. But when you create your character, you choose like your general approach. And I think it's just kind of neat as a character thing to, in general, stick with choices that match your character creation option when they give you those different dialogue options. It's purely an RP thing for the most part, but still. All right, so we're going to go talk to the bandit leader as our floppy human bandit self. I am a human. I have meat organs.
Fresh meat, I see. If you haven't come out here to fight against the Tyrant Queen, then get out. Or get dead.
Fight the Queen of Kryta. Oh, yes, of course, that's what we're here for. Oh, and to find an old friend named Wayne. Is he around?
Really subtle there, Kai.
I know him. But I don't know whether you can be trusted. People around the camp might need a hand. Prove yourself to them, and you prove yourself to me.
All right, I will go do human things to prove that we are absolutely humans who can be trusted. Okay, so help the cook with the hunt. That is a nasty makeshift eye patch you've got going on there. Eesh. Dola said I should help out. Are we any good at killing moas? Yeah, we could do it. Oh, interesting. So we can ask why not hunt wild pigs or rabbit instead. And her answer is because a moa took her eye. So, yeah, a moa took my eye, plucked it right out the rotter. Now I cook him as revenge. Tasty, tasty revenge. Okay. Yeah, we're cooking moa. I love the fact that her motivation for cooking a moa is tasty, tasty revenge. Alright, so she gave us a lure to drop at a tree and lure some moa out to get them. And once again, touches like that come down to you didn't need to have something like that in the quest. It could have just been go kill X number of thing. Okay, so we're luring a moa. We're luring several moa. Right, come into my trap for tasty, tasty revenge. Got him. I can talk to Kai. I wonder what she thinks of all of this.
Burnt moa! I don't know how they can eat that stuff.
She's not entirely sold on the eating fleshy things.
Hey, you lot. We need moas for the stew. Go find them.
And so she's sending them out. I'm like,
Thanks to you, we'll have moa stew tonight.
I already got your moas for your human meat food. Okay, let's see. We've got Carl Codecracker here.
What can I do for you?
Maybe I can help. Let me see that lock. It's an Asuran puzzle lock. It won't give up its secrets easily. Can I try? Okay, so he has notes on the lock. First number is 7. The second is less than the first. And the second is even, so it's going to be either 2 or 4. And the third, 2 more than the first. Double the second one is less than the third. Okay, so second is even and less than the first. So first is 7, the second is less than the first and even. So it has to be either 6 or 4. Double the second is less than the third. The third is 2 more than the first. So if the third is, yeah, that means it's going to be 7, 4, 9. Yeah. Isn't that correct? 7, 4, 9.
You got it open! What? It's empty? Ah, stupid Fraggle. Get out of my face! Go tell Dola you helped me and then leave me alone.
Ha ha. Silly human meatbag.
Impressive code cracking, Herald. You'd be a great help to the Order of Whispers.
I mean, that was more basic math, but, you know, what have you. Okay, so outdo Oswald and his lackeys is our next item. What's our problem? Actually, I'm here to help you with your problems. Well, there must be something you can do. Oh, he's the master of insults. So we need to prove ourselves against his students. So it's an insult contest. What's your insult topic of choice? My brilliant mind, my brain strikes fear into every corner of this outpost. So that's why they avoid you. I thought it was your personality. Hey now, I'm charming, generous. Okay, you got me. You win. Sheesh. This is shades of Monkey Island here, and the insult sword fighting. If one of these doesn't end with how appropriate you fight like a cow, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. You must think you're hot stuff to be bothering me. You couldn't give an insult if your life depended on it. You want to see what I've got, fish face? Women swoon when they get a look at me. Explains why they're never around you. Wait, no, I didn't mean... Dang it. Gotcha. Okay, so... How do I get your good word? Oh, what's with all the insults? So again, his story basically is that there's a barkeep that he's trying to one-up in a game of insults. So let's see if we can... Okay, so he's headed to the bar. He needs a good insult ready if the barkeeper tries anything. Are you the local arrow catcher? Your pockmarked face... Oh, that is rough. When you move into town, the village idiot retires. Nobody can compete with you. Punching you in the face would be depressing. 1,000 people already beat me to it. I mean, we're going to choose when you move into town, the village idiot retires because nobody can compete with you.
I've never been very good with insults. I guess I'm just shy.
All right, so we've got one more task left, and that is spar with Dasha the Basher. All right, Dole asked me to help out. She says, I've got just the thing. Help me with my sparring practice. I need to learn to fight people with improvised weapons. You mean bottles and buckets and such? Exactly. So let her know what we want to use and we can brawl. Sounds good. What are my choices? A bottle, a plank, a metal bar, and a bomb. The last one isn't as useful, but it could be fun. Oh, and because they went with the joke of better a bottle in front of me than, well, you know, I pick the bottle. I mean, I kind of have to choose that because classic dumb joke is better a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. We'll go with that one.
I don't go easy on anyone.
Right, so my attack basically is drink to become invulnerable.
Fight like a good fight. I think I'm getting winded. You're one tooth-rattling brawler, stranger. Go tell Dola you helped me out. And feel free to come back for more.
Weapons are so unwieldy. Hey, don't look at me like that. This sword is just a tool.
Well, my swords aren't a tool. My swords are for killing fools. Okay, so that is all of our prove that we are an appropriately floppy human flesh bag bandit objectives done.
Not bad, Cutter. The whole camp's talking about you. Running this place is a lot like herding cats. So, do you know Wayne well?
Absolutely. Wayne and I have been old friends since we were tiny, weak, pink fleshlings.
Oh yeah, we're so good at this.
Children. Right. Okay, got it. You're pretty funny, Cutter. Look, I hardly know the bloke, but he's like a brother to Jot. Hey, Jot, some people up here want to talk to you about Wayne.
Stay away from me.
Okay, that's not suspicious at all.
Jack took off. Chase him down.
And Kai, if you're gonna swear, don't say thorn and brambles when we're trying to be...
Mustached man thing?
Yes, that mustached man thing, Kai. If you're going to still try and pretend like we are, floppy human flesh things, don't swear using thorn and brambles. It's kind of a giveaway.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Don't stay away. Help me. Help.
All right, now we defend him. And see, Kai, my swords aren't for show. They're for killing.
Calm down, Jot. We just want to find Wayne. Do you know where he is?
If you touch a hair on my head, Wayne will hunt you down and beat you up. He can do it, too. He's got a magic sword.
A magic sword, huh? Let me guess. It's about so long, sort of leafy looking, glowy.
That's the one. He stole it from some stupid Sylvari named Rhiannoc. Swiped it right out of his hand and left him to fight some lich. Wayne's a clever one. That sword won him every tournament in the Lion's Arch Arena.
Oh, sounds like somebody's getting an
Don't
ass
you think he's
kicking.
all out of shape or nothing? He still pit fights out near Guardian's Pass, so you'd better not make him mad.
Thanks. That's exactly what we needed to know.
Huh?
Come on, Kai. Let's get this information to the Pale Tree, and this time we're going to tell her everything we know.
I expect they're all having a good laugh at my expense now.
Perhaps you should consider a new line of work.
That's a good idea. See you around.
No, I want to stab you. Come back here and let me stab you. Dang it. And bummer. And it doesn't let us. I was honestly kind of hoping it would let us check back in with the cook, because I want to find out how. Oh, well, I think they're over here. I wonder if we can find the cook and see how her tasty revenge is going. But all I see are her lackeys. Oh, there she is. I just ran right past her. I wonder if she'll have a progress update for us.
Thanks to you, we'll have Moa stew tonight.
Nope. Okay. It's still too early for her to have had her tasty revenge on the Moas. Alright, so we'll go back to the Grove. Apparently spawn back into a bandit attack. Oh, well, there's a group event here of taking out the current bandit leader. So, hop in real quick. Drop a bunch of damage.
I'm back.
Fast as the wind.
And now I will head back to the Grove. So we were very successful and undeniably skilled in imitating being pink fleshy human meat sacks. Perfectly normal. Nothing was at all sketchy or out of place about us. We were totally inconspicuous. Pulled that off. What's up, guys?
Welcome back, Herald. Tell me, have you learned of Rhiannoc's fate?
I have, Mother. Rhiannoc died fighting Mazdak the Accursed, but his sword was stolen.
Stolen? What foul, contemptible foe dared steal Caladbolg?
It was no foe. A friend betrayed him. Wayne, Rhiannoc's squire. During the battle, he stole the weapon and fled.
Typical
Betrayed.
humans.
By someone he loved. Why are people so drawn to betrayal?
Wayne still carries Caladbolg. He's been using it to compete in gladiatorial tournaments.
Cheating like the cheater he
that the
is.
vigil accompany you. We'll face this wretch in the tournament ring and thrash his hide. Our order is founded on the principles of courage and duty. I can't stand to hear that Caladbolg is being wielded by an honorless traitor.
You trusting fool. Wayne will flee if he finds out you're there. With a little trickery, we can manipulate the tournament. Once Wayne's been beaten, the Order of Whispers can steal the sword with ease. Stop thinking with your sword arm and start using your brain.
Both interesting suggestions. Earworth, your thoughts?
I'm afraid gladiatorial
Priory doesn't
tournaments
care.
aren't the Priory's forte. While you get the sword, I'll research Mazdak and try to pinpoint his location.
So again, it's basically giving us the one of the three orders is stepping out in this particular branch, and we pick one of the two that have plans to follow through.
You have no honor, Kai. All this needs is a show of force. Once Wayne realizes he's outmatched, he'll give up the sword.
So in this particular instance,
When I say smarts, I've got them, and you don't.
again, we're gonna do a vigil playthrough. I think we're gonna choose the straightforward approach of apply sword to problem. Let's go take the sword. Oh, interesting. So this actually, the mending circlet is a skin, the stately circlet, that I don't have unlocked. So, yoink. Alright, so we're going to meet Branthan near Guardian's Pass. How far out is that? Okay, that's all the way up here in Kryta, so we will bounce to Divinity's Reach. And go from there.
Wicked ley-enhanced creatures are roaming the desert. What...
So what route are we going to take? Okay, so it's basically just going to be heading to east in this zone. This little kind of graveyard up here, among other things, has the back entrance to the local bandit cave right here. This is always convenient. Then down across here, there is the Shaymore Garrison, where the human character starting story takes place. They come in and in an attack on the garrison. I don't know why it's trying to take us in there, because we're going to go this way. We should be able to go this way at least. If not, it'll be a minor diversion and I'll have gotten some waypoints unlocked, so it's pretty much a win-win. Park on top of this house while I check my bearings. Okay, yep. Want to go a little bit more south. And I'm just going to stop real quick and harvest a bunch of lettuce. Not for the actual lettuce itself so much as for, again, the volatile magic that I get from harvesting it with my volatile magic gathering tool. This is just a really convenient thing where there's all these gathering nodes right near each other, and I get, you know, 4 to 7 volatile magic per gather, so that was just a big chunk of volatile magic right there. Too many all right near each other to really pass up grabbing. Alright, so I think this zone line should be where I'm going. Into the Genderin Fields. Quick kill on the crate, and there we go. Continue the story. And now we're going to check out the pit fights.
There he is. That's Wayne fighting in the pit. You can tell by looking at his sword. It's got to be Calidbogue.
Treasonous snake! Let's jump down there and break it out of his hand.
Go kick some ass.
We can't make a scene. Half these people are bandits. If they suspect the sword's value, we'll never make it out alive.
We will. We could just kill all of them.
That doesn't make this any easier. The Vigil punishes evil. It's difficult to stand here and allow it to continue. Then we'll have to enter the tournament as we'd planned. If we defeat him honestly, we can claim the sword as battle price. If he doesn't give it to us, he'll be shamed in front of all these thugs. Then he's the dead one. If you think you can beat him, you join the tournament. I'll stay up here. If these thugs get rowdy, I'll handle them.
Good plan. All we have to do is register to fight.
All I have to do is kick a bunch of ass. I am here for that.
What are those walking ferns?
Shh, son.
Ass, bubblegum, etc., etc. Alright, let's clear out some inventory space here, because it's perhaps started to get a little bit out of hand. Oh, and I've got 2 unidentified dyes, so I'm going to look and see if I get anything good. Okay, I got, one I don't have already, cantaloupe. Probably not one I'm going to use on anything, but, you know. And sienna, which I do already have. And I don't care, I'll just salvage it. One of these days I'll craft up a bunch of the random unidentified dyes and see if I get lucky on some of them. Okay, let's go volunteer for the pit fighting. Do I still have my food buff going? 28 minutes.
Yo there, Silvari. We don't see many of you around here. Either of you want to fight in the pit?
I will.
Oh yeah, I'm all
Who's
in.
that guy
Let's go
down there
kick
now?
some ass.
I'd like to fight him.
That's Wayne, our current champion. First, you have to
Fine,
survive
we'll
the
fight the
preliminary
scrubs,
round.
then we'll fight
Then
Wayne.
you can fight Wayne.
Last call for competitors. Who else wants to
So
fight?
predictably, we have to
Bet on that runty Norn and not
prove our way in. So hop into the ring.
I thought I told you that 3 bouts ago.
I know. I just can't help rooting for the underdog.
Yeah, those people up above are betting on us as the underdog.
Fighting in the first round, the Brainstormer versus a new Silvari contender. Fighters.
So we're gonna fight somebody named Brainstormer.
One more
more kick to the old grunk, and you'll be back in business.
Bezik's the
My
brainstormer,
murderbot's ready. Sick of it.
who has a murder bot. Oh, so we're fighting an Asura and his murder bot. Oh, I'm all for this.
The tournament will now begin. Bezik's the brainstormer fights a newcomer in this first round.
A Silvari? Oh dear. I'm going to chop you to bits and use you as kindling.
Yeah, you think you're going to use me as kindling there, buddy? How'd that go for you?
Dirty Pete the pirate.
Dad, I thought you said not to call them plants.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Dad, I thought you said not to call them plants. That's racist.
Round 2. Place your bets. Stinky Pete steps into the pit to face off against our Silvari challenger.
Ready your weapons. Hiding! Hiding!
Oh, neither.
And we had friends jump down in the pit with us to try and help Stinky Pete. Didn't help.
Rulperu the Terrible, Scourge of the Seas.
Oh,
Bye, Pete.
that Silvari ain't bad. Baltius, 10 gold on that one.
You're gonna lose that coin as soon as Wayne steps up.
I don't know. I got a feeling about this one.
You got a feeling about every loser today.
I love the side conversations that go on.
Let's raise the stakes. Place your bets. It's Silvari versus. Wait for it.
Hi, Quaggan.
Quaggan! Oh, Weed, you're out of your element. Quaggan is about to fool up your day.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Scourge of the Seas. You do know that I'm going to absolutely ruin your day, right?
You win. You win. The one, the only, the master of disaster, lord of the sword.
All right, now we have the main event. Wayne, you got something I want,
But
buddy.
I am ready for you. I've been ready for years.
Oh, so he clearly knows why we're here. Yeah, he's got some knockdown and some spinnies. Let's just do some... I didn't even get to finish kicking his
You're
ass.
outmatched, Wayne, but I'm not here
Dang
for your
it.
life. I'm here for Khalidberg. Give me Rhiannok's sword and I'll let you go.
The sword is mine. Rhiannok wasn't worthy of it. He was willing to give his life. For what?
For his people. And for you, Wayne. He stayed to give you a head start from Mazdak. The Lich would have chased you down to get Khalidberg. That's why Rhiannok died.
No, you can't know. You weren't there. I'll kill you. Then I'll put Rhiannok and you smug Silvari behind me for good.
Oh, you dumb pink bag of
I
meat.
suffered for it. You can't take it away from me.
Shield to the foe.
Rhiannok was weak. He was weak. It wasn't my fault. It was his.
Good. Looks like the victor's claiming his opponent's sword as spoils of battle. Let's have a cheer for our new champion.
So let's see, my abilities with Kalablog are Maelstrom Strike. So kind of like the Guardian Spin attack. Twilight Crash, which is a knockback. That's what he started the fight with. Skyfall, which is a frontal knockdown. See, that is Electrolyze, hit multiple foes with arcs of chain lightning, and then the auto attack chain.
I was right. I won! I'm rich.
Aha. You bet on me and you won.
Sometimes even the lottery pays off.
And you bet against me, stupid Norn, because Norns don't know math. And we cheer on our Char buddy who just made their money by betting on us. That'll teach you to bet against me.
You're amazing down there. Your combat prowess is really something. I envy you the beating you gave that thug. I wish I'd been able to lend a hand.
Didn't need it.
I was prepared to let Wayne go, but he wouldn't stop attacking me. I didn't want to kill him.
That's what makes you great vigil material. You should seriously consider joining my order. Wayne had been carrying that burden for so long, it was probably a relief to die at the hands of someone who knew the truth.
You're right. I could see it in his eyes. He seemed almost grateful.
Come, Herald. I'll take Caladbolg back to the Pale Tree, and then we'll find a way to make Mazdak pay.
Okay, you can have the sword back. But I just got it.
What have they done to the air here?
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Grove.
Wicked lay and handle.
Missed my turn. And check back in
Wayne
with
is
our
not the only villain
crew
in this
here.
tale. We must bring down Mazdak.
Killing a lich is no easy matter. It will require significant planning.
Every creature has a weakness, even Mazdak. If we have the knowledge, we will know where to strike.
Welcome, Herald. Join our circle. There is much to explain.
Greetings, my courageous herald. I have heard news of your victory. Caladbolg is returned at last.
It was difficult, but worth it. Wayne's been punished at last.
Herald, my research at the Priory proved fruitful. I know where Mazdak the Accursed was buried, and I believe I know his next target.
Sounds
He's
like it's
planning
lich
to
killing
attack a
time.
human town known as the Ascalon Settlement. If we don't stop him, he'll wipe them out.
He's attacking Ascalon settlement. They're a peaceful area. They have very few defenses. We've got to stop Mazdak.
We have
Just
the
think
soldiers.
about what'll happen
If the
to
Pale
all
Tree would
those
allow
pink bags
Caladbolg
of
to be
meat
brought into
flesh.
battle, the Vigil can destroy Mazdak. All it takes is firepower, courage, and a direct assault.
You always think in a straight line. Look, Mazdak's forces will have to move through the Centaur tribes to get to Ascalon's settlement. Why not turn them against each other and take down two birds with one stone? The Order of Whispers could do that easily.
I know where Mazdak was buried. The Priory could explore his tomb, get past the traps, and find a way to destroy the Lich while he slumbers.
So now it looks like we get our three-branch choice
This
here.
lich must be destroyed. For Rhiannoch. For Tyria. Listen to me. The Orders wish you to join them. If you do, they will lend you strength. With their backing, we can defeat
And here's
Mazdak.
where we start getting
It is your destiny to fight
the
Zaitan.
joining an order.
Joining an order will help you achieve that goal. Choose wisely.
Herald, I place Caladbolg in your care. Decide how to defeat Mazdak, and know that the hopes of the Grove go with you.
Okay, so our new quest is to join an Order of Tyria and carry out their plan. And again, like we said before, we're going Vigil on this playthrough, so we're going to talk to Branthan. Alright, earnest battle suits me best. I am ready to join the Veil. Because again, I might be a necromancer, but I am a reaper. I am a hit stuff until it doesn't get back up character.
Glorious.
So we have joined the Vigil.
We'll handle the formalities after the battle. Traherne, will you accompany us on this adventure? Your knowledge of Orion Undead is second to none.
I'm not going to join your order, but yes, I will lend my aid.
Okay, so now we're going to go meet Branthan outside the Ascalon settlement. That's the human meatbag settlement that's going to be under attack. Just use up some of these basic salvaging kits that they gave us from the quest rewards. Okay, so Ascalon settlement should be probably... Okay, so again, Genderin Fields area. And that's close enough that Lion's Arch is likely closer than anything else. So we can just take the Asura Gate from the Grove to Lion's Arch, head out the Lion's Arch North Gate, and pop over to Ascalon Settlement. And I forgot that you can't literally fly through the Mystic Forge. It says nope and dismounts you kind of awkwardly. Alright, meet up with Branthan.
Hey, Herald. I mean recruit. Come here. We need to discuss strategy. Hello, recruit. Your brothers and sisters of the Vigil are assembled and ready to launch the offensive against Mazdak's troops.
Let's go.
I'm honored to be a part of the Vigil. What's our battle plan?
Because you know what we're up against, I'm putting you in charge of the forward assault. We're assaulting on a direct path. Our troops will go through the front gates and then secure various areas of the town. Mazdak the Accursed is powerful. I expect the fight will be grim, so be prepared for anything.
I'll do my best, Branthan. Thank you for trusting me.
My knowledge of the undead will be useful, but I'm no general. I'll follow behind and revive those who fall.
Gotta have a healer in the back
Once we get into
lines.
the town, I'll scout ahead and prepare ambushes. After the Vigil gains their attention, I'll cut our enemies down from behind.
Recruit, you can command units of soldiers to move forward or to hold their ground. Once we've secured the town, we'll take on the Lich.
Together, we'll see Mazdak destroyed at last. For the Vigil and the Pale Tree.
Don't wait for orders, recruit. Gather up a command and head out.
Kaith is being all sneaky, stealthy-like. Okay, let's... Oh, that's right. It has me using Khalid Bolg. Because, you know, use signature weapon, etc. But of course, I don't know the abilities of this weapon nearly as well as I know mine. I don't have all of my fly around the battlefield abilities and stuff. It's more like a traditional guardian two-handed sword.
Everyone, come!
Which means, of course, that they get their interrupts off on me. And I know it's the cool signature weapon and all, but, like, I want my stuff. I want my sword.
Damn your eyes!
Right. Attack the gate here. Don't stand in the boiling oil they're pouring. I love that they're building siege too.
Lower your horns. Ramming
Keith, I'd really love it if you'd get out of the way so I can use the battering ram. Okay, there we go. Now, secure the settlement courtyard.
You try my patience!
Want to use my weapons.
Well done.
Oh, so this isn't like the Guardian whirl. I can't move while I'm doing it, otherwise it interrupts it. So that's kind of annoying. It is a stationary spin.
The courtyard's clear. Crusader, hold this location while we move forward.
I'll hold the area. You can count on me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this sword is just not as cool as my swords are.
These undead won't be getting up again, recruit. We'll stand our ground here.
Protect this area with your life.
I'm gonna go pop up and get the graveyard up here.
Death! Good!
Always one sneaky enemy off to the side.
The graveyard's clear.
Alright, all that's left is the west gate, and then we have at least the initial holding of the town.
This one, kill.
Ascalon settlement is secure. We had reports of
Alright, reports of screaming from the graveyard. We were just at the graveyard. Dang it. Oh, they mean the other graveyard. Good. Okay, we're headed up to the northern graveyard tower. Path to which is actually outside of town here.
Here, over here.
And it is our good buddy the Lich. Hi Lich, I'm a Reaver.
Pathetic little adventurers, come fight me. If you think to avenge your dead kinsman, you will fall as we did. I cannot be defeated. I will break Caliban. The touch of that sword is like fire. This cannot be.
Womp womp. I cannot be defeated. Oh. Aren't you done with your undead yet, Branthan? Oh, no, apparently I left Branthan behind to die. I'll resurrect you in a minute. There you go. It's necromancer logic, right?
I sense your innocence.
At last, Rhiannoch is avenged. This day will live forever within the dream.
Well done, recruit. You really proved yourself on the field. You should head to Lion's Arch and receive your first formal assignment.
I look forward to it.
I'd have done better if I didn't have to use your sword.
You're being so quiet. Are you injured?
No, I'm thinking. Rhiannoch died before he could fulfill his wild hunt. He failed because he was alone. If we wish to fight Zaitan, we must not let fear or anger force us apart. If we do not find a way to defeat the dragons, Tyria will be destroyed. Tell me, my friend, do you think it's possible for people to let go of their differences? To unite?
Our dreams inspire us, Kaith. We must never give up hope, or we give up the dream itself.
Then I must also go to Lion's Arch. It is time to call together Destiny's Edge.
By your leave, my friend, I'll return Calad Bolg to the Pale Tree. I'll be sure to tell her the tale of Mazdak's defeat.
Will I see you again, Trahearne?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Our wild hunts are linked, my friend. We will need one another. May your path be filled with adventure and joy. Until we meet again.
All right. So, get all of those goodies as our rewards, and off we go. So, next objective is head back to Lion's Arch, which is just right down here. So that completed the level 30 section of our personal story quest and started the level 40. And this is the part where it really kind of, the storylines for the different races and the different kind of story threads that you've been picking start to come back together. This is where it's going to start funneling into the kind of central storyline. So we'll pop in here real quick and get this kind of started off. And yeah, so as we can see, Lion's Arch used to be quite a bit different than the Lion's Arch we know now in its design and layout. This instance, because it is from the like launch game era, has us going back into the original pre-Living World Season 1 version of Lion's Arch. So that's why everything here looks radically different than modern day Lion's Arch. Like, you know, hey, Mystic Forge, that's not the Mystic Forge and Traders Forum we're used to seeing. All right, Keith, what's up? It's been so long since I've seen them together. This'll work. It must. I'm not sure what you're doing, Keith, but I'm here if you need me. So here's where we start to have a bunch of NPCs who are going to be important later on come together.
Welcome, fellow members of Destiny's Edge. We must speak of the threat of the Elder Dragons.
When I agreed to come, I didn't know you'd be inviting this char.
I could say the same for you, human. Finally crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
I've done nothing that needs to be forgiven.
Logan, Ritlock, enough of your squabbling. Kaith, I doubt that we can unite again. Not after our last mistake.
The Norn's right. When heirs to Galkin makes mistakes, people die.
Is that what you think, Zoja? That what happened was my fault?
Please, all of you, our time has come. We must help the Orders. We have fought the Elder Dragons before.
And lost. Because someone couldn't keep up with us.
You have something to say it to my face.
I would if you weren't always running away. I should gut you and be done.
So this is going swimmingly.
Gut me? With what? That human-made sword you looted from Ascalon? I've had enough. We're done here.
Running away again.
Ritlock, you're just making it worse.
Ha! Look who's talking! Logan's right, for once. I have more important things to do. I'm done with this.
And I refuse to waste my efforts on cowards and fools. Goodbye, Kaith.
It's sad to see Logan and Ritlock argue. If only there was something to bond them together. Yes, I know it might help. Kaith, I have to leave as well. I fear this meeting was a mistake, but maybe I can fix it.
We failed, then. Failed to bring Destiny's Edge back together. We cannot help the others. How can we help Tyria?
Right, so that went swimmingly. Right, so our quest is to say our farewells. Bye, Logan. Bye, Logan. Pet the puppy. And I suppose we'll say hi to
You have
Zoja.
something to discuss?
May you never dwell in darkness.
And of course, this being Guild Wars 2, we don't really have the context for all the things that led up to Destiny's Edge being fractured here. We're just kind of coming into their particular story partway in. All right, so Kaith says we'll hear from her soon, and I'll be waiting, and oh, got a Black Lion key out of it. So that puts us back in Lion's Arch, but it's the version of Lion's Arch that we're actually used to being in now, which is kind of funny. Let's see, do I have... No, because it gave me a key. I may as well.
I know your face from my dream. Seize the moment.
Nab one of those from my bank real quick and just see if I get lucky and get something neat. Nothing particularly spiffy, so 2 large crafting bags, so some crafting materials, always good. Winter Chimes die kit, and we got green shade dye, which I already have. I don't think they sell for anything really either. Yeah. Black Lion Mastery and Black Lion Statuette. So,
how's it going?
Nothing particularly spiffy.
Seize the moment. Seek, and you shall find.
Let's see. Are any of these weapon skins one I'd actually want to use? Vigil's on her great sword is hideous. Rifle's actually not bad. I might take that as a skin for when I'm using a rifle. I do already have the shield skin unlocked and the sword skin. Don't have the mace unlocked. That is quite the spiky thing. Let's see, what did the axe look like? It's actually not a bad axe. I like that it's kind of plain.
The moment.
And the short bow is kind of neat too. I think I'm going to take the rifle skin though. So that unlocks that skin for me for the rifle, and it gives me a free skin use, which I will stash away for later.
Interested in something specific?
More violets, I say, less violence.
And put some of this nonsense in the bank for later. Can I stack those? Yes, I can. Good.
The answers lie hidden around you.
And let's see, what is in the mail that we got sent is General Almora Soulkeeper has issued orders to rendezvous at the Vigil headquarters in Lion's Arch, where we'll get briefed. The General's taken a personal interest in me, blah, blah, blah. I trust you'll live up to her expectations. Well, I'm reasonably certain we will live up to her expectations, but that is going to be done another day. But we got through all the level 30 stuff and into the level 40 questing, which is good. And meantime, let's raid out to Redbeard Flynn, who is playing what looks like a truly, truly terrible MMO. I don't know why he's playing Terrace Land. I don't know if he's doing it to punish himself for something, but go say hi to Redbeard.